Hey guys, Dan here, Dano's Trains. I try my best to bring you something every week, and I went out a couple hours ago and I purchased some, what do you call that, Flex Track. 5 pieces of it with the cork bedding underneath it. I also, for $5 a pop, I picked up a few more cars. As usual, they're in pristine shape. $5 a piece. This is the only way I can get rolling stock. I can't afford to pay $30 or $25 or $20 a copy. So what I think what's happening is they're bringing in somebody's old cars, and they're either trading off or giving them something. I have no idea how they do it. But every weekend or every second weekend, they seem to have a good stock. A couple of days ago, last week I went in and picked eight cars up. I picked up 8 more, and this is another 4, just to add more cars to the collection. And as you can tell, they're random. They're not like 6 of the same car. The only 2 I came close to getting 2 of the same was Western Maryland, 2 brown freight cars. That was it. So yeah, and they got the old school hooks on them. You see that? That's cool. Now, I was on YouTube there a couple of weeks ago, and this guy turned around and said, "Don't change all of your knuckles." What he did is he took a different brand and swapped out the knuckles on one side for the new style. So, in order to pull the old style, you can put the new style bogies and knuckle onto the new train and still pull all those old cars. And right now that's what I'm doing. So that's why I'm buying. That's why I'm not afraid to buy these. I can still pull these with my new locomotive and still have a variety. So I don't know. As I collect, I got what, 30 cars now, and as I collect them, I'll take the odd one and flip the knuckles out and the bogies out for a new style that fits on the old style. And I'll have a choice, a variety of cars I can use to hook up to my new style locomotives. Now, I'm going to see, I'll move you back just so, I just want to real quick. There we go. Now this is my 49er down here, N scale obviously, and it's DCC, and it's only capable of pulling 2-3 cars depending what they are. So it's virtually useless. Okay, yeah, it's virtually useless. I bought it because I liked it. It's $150. What can I tell you? Okay, now I have my other one. Now, it pulls better than this one, and it actually looks bigger. And it can pull 3 cars. But you're still limited, right? With these small trains. So you got to get into the heavier trains. Even the steam locomotive, you got to get into the bigger locomotives in order to pull a decent amount of cars. So this is as far as I got with my rail yard. Last week, I got a picker sitting here. He'll pick up rails here, unload them on cars here, and the building, they'll do repairs in the building. As you can see, I got a car sitting in there right now, a GT, a very long one, and I'm just having fun. I got a land scraper here that blew up, so I left it on the diorama here. These are paper buildings. They're supposed to be N gauge, Z gauge, but I think they're more Z gauge. But instead of just leaving them hang around, I just thought I'd bring them here on the diorama. I got a grader down in the corner over here. I got a bunch of cars in the parking lot since I seen you last. I put a dirt road in. This is not a paved road. And I just put some lines on it just to direct the cars here. So it's looking pretty good. Now, my last video I said I was going to let this sit up, come back, and re-glue it. Well, I actually did it the same night. I think I mentioned this already. I did it the same night I actually laid this up. But what I also did is I put this grass. This is static grass here. All this is static grass. It's all standing up. Pretty cool stuff. I think this is, that's 4 mil grass. There's some over here. It really, it worked. It looks good. I put some around the sand hills back here. As you can see them down there in the video, I believe. And I put grass around the bottom as if they've been there for a while, and the grass is going up a little bit. So I'm getting a little better at laying out the grass. Now, I notice when people do this, they patch it. You know, I was thinking just cover it all in grass. It'll cost you $1 million. But this looks a lot better. You patch it. And I got 1, 2, 3 different colors. This darker color down here, of course, is at 7 mil. And it worked out good. It's all standing up here, the 7 mil grass. Pretty cool, eh? Anyway, we're going to move on here a little. Now, the reason why I have you here today, I'm not going to move you again. Sorry, don't get sick. I'm just going to try to get you in the sweet spot here. Right there. Now, my straight track, my 9 3/4 Kato track is $17 for 4 pieces. And that gets you almost 30 inches. I should measure it just to make sure. So anyway, I priced out N gauge Flex Track. I think it's Atlas. I'm not sure who I just bought this off of. They're both the same, different company. So anyway, I get 36 inches for $8. And the bedding, the cork, was $2 for the same length. So I think I'm saving some money here. I think I'm saving about $7 a length. So I bought 5 pieces. And as you can see, I'm working my way down here. I'm trying to attach it to that other end down there, like I told you about last time. And that'll allow me to run my train now all the way along this wall and across the back. And then I have to put a loop back there to come back until I can do more scenery. But this here is where I wanted my straightaway. I want the train to come out of this curve here and then just shoot straight down. Like just a nice watch it, the nice run. So I am snipping and I'm nipping. I am snipping my way across. I am going to relocate you for a minute. The rail joiners were reasonable. I was under the impression they were big money, but they were quite reasonable. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm taking a rail and taking the rail off the end here. I snip one rail off. Give me a second. I gotta concentrate when I do this stuff. Okay, I snip a tie off. That's the word I'm looking for, a tie. It's been a while since I've worked with this stuff. Wow. Okay. Then I'll nip a tie off the end of this. This is obviously to give the joiners somewhere to grab onto the track here. My videos are not doing too well, guys. I think people are kind of look at them real quick and then they take off. I hope it gets better. I'm trying to do the best I can here to bring you something of interest, but I'm torn between the time it takes to show you something and how much time it takes to actually build while I'm doing a video. So I don't know if I'm right or wrong about that, but that's okay. I think I have 2 subscribers now. That's pretty cool, considering. Oh, these are crazy to put on. Whoop, there we go. I got, you know, it's been a while since I played with this stuff, but it looks like one rail, the one rail on this side is like solid, or I don't know how they do it. It's permanent. Oh no, okay, there's no spaces in between that. There's no spaces in between that rail on this side. There's only spaces on one side, so it allows you to flex. Hey, that's pretty cool. Okay, I got it. It's coming back, people. Okay. Well, the joiners are sliding back on me here. Okay. Operation time. Now I gotta push the joiner up. Okay, that's not happening. What am I doing here? Wiggle, wiggle. You see, when I'm using Kato track, you don't have to fiddle like this. You just snap the track together. There's pros and cons to everything, isn't there? Okay, I think I got that in there. I don't have this one in there. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I got it. I think I got it. Nope. Something's going on here. Oh, I'm pulling this one out. So how do you stop it from moving like that? Okay, that went back in. That's weird. Okay, we'll hold this here like that. We'll hold this. I gotta keep the rail from moving inside of the, I think I'm gonna get it this time. Yeah, I got it this time. There we go. That's it. There we go. There's a knack to this. Okay, so I am 2 and 3/4 inches away from the wall on the outside rail or inside rail. Man, this is like moves around like a snake. It came off over here. Okay, well, it's back in place. Well, you see, that's all different now. It changed. Interesting. Oh, listen to me, walking away from you. I'm gonna plug this in. Okay. I'm working on another one of these wooden houses, structures here. And it's been 2 weeks since I've touched it. I've taken a break from it. Because you can get right into it and then, you know, all of a sudden it's like, yeah, I've had enough. Okay, we're going to snip another one of these ties out of here. There we go. I don't know if I have no pins. Okay, so we have another one here. We're gonna have to, okay, obviously my goal, I'm getting closer to here. Where did I put that piece here? So this is the end. This is the end I'm using. So Kato makes this piece so you can adapt the flex track and put it in there. So I already have one at the other end over there, and I'll be putting one at the end over here. And I'll have to take this off. I don't need this clip. You know, I was taking them off with this tool here, and I was using a knife to push them out. You really need one of these if you got Kato track, because if you have to remove these and you're doing a bunch of them, oh my God, what a time saver. Okay, so we're doing okay here. I had to go up today and adjust the door on the hen house. It was how high was it? It was 5'6", and my wife can pass through it. But every time I'd go in, I'd smash my head right here. And this morning I went in and I hit my head right on my forehead. And I said, that's it. So I took the time to actually cut it, and I raised it, and I put a little a 2x10 higher up to keep the snow and the rain from actually falling straight down on the door. So that was a modification. And now it feels good. I can just walk into the hen house without worrying about getting my skulls fractured. Okay, so I took the piece off. I'm going to just stick it on the end over here. We'll see how that works out. Okay, this is that little corner. That's that little corner I told you I had to hack the I had to hack it up a bit in order to get the piece out. I really had no choice to do that, but I'm glad I kind of saved it. And I just clip them off of this here. See that against my shirt there? I just knock them off here with this here. So that works out good. Okay. Should have done this before I put that on there. So these are tight. I'm telling you, it's nice, but you got to use something because your fingers. See that pushing it in there. Whoa. So that comes with the part. And these are the regular joiners you would buy in this little kit, right? I don't know how many you get in there. The price ain't too bad, $6. I don't know, it's been a while since I bought them. Everything's gone up a little. But get this, the track, by last time, 8 years ago or 7 years ago when I tried doing another layout, this track was like $7. Today this track's $8. So the price for track for the flex track is still really good. And you get two less joints in it if you compared to using. Now the reason why I'm using this is because I got this long run and I just rather use less jointed track in here. And of course, like I said, it's a bit cheaper, so I got like 11, I counted it earlier, 11, 22, 66 feet of track just in here. 11 11's 22, yeah. Yeah, I gotta push this in by hand here. Okay, when I have the track installed, that'll get hot glued down. And I just got to put a little piece here. We'll do that now. I bought 2 extra pieces of track, and because I know I need more, but you know, everybody's on a budget. I can only buy so much at one time, but he's happy to see me come in I come in every Saturday. So far I've been there for the last 6 weeks, every Saturday picking something up, and I usually drop about $100. Well, like I said, you buy local, you're helping the guy out, and you're helping your own supply and demand. So if you need it, they'll bring it in for you. And at least you got a local guy, you could go in and grab stuff right away. Amazon is not the answer to everything. You know what I mean? It's just not the answer to everything. But Amazon definitely serves a purpose. When he couldn't bring in any more of that 9 3/4 track, I was forced to order it through Amazon. They always seem to they seem to have vendors that are always equipped and send you this stuff. But I notice if you order something from Amazon and it takes longer than a week to get it, they're obviously ordering it or finding somebody who can supply it, and then they send it to you. So sometimes it's not the fastest way to get stuff. Okay, how am I doing here? Okay, that track is pushed out here. Give me a second, give me a little, oops. Here we go, all over the place again. I'll use my magic thing here. Okay. You know, some guys use these little tacks, you know, they got the little plastic end on it. I don't have any of those. And they'll put it down and just pin it and move on. Pretty handy stuff. But I kind of came, what do I do with this here? Do I trim that off? I'm going to go double check to make sure it's not off over here. We're still on over here. Yeah, don't be afraid to don't be afraid to go back and double check everything, because if I turned around and snipped, you see this is a little longer here now for some reason, just by about 1/8 of an inch, and it's good all the way down to the end there. So if I would have cut that off and the end was out, then I'd be short. So there's definitely a bit of work to do on it. Okay, I'm going to try to do this here. Okay, fantastic. Oh, I gotta grab something. Give me 30 seconds. Sorry about that, guy. Seriously, the dog was barking and he wanted in and I can't just let him bark, or the neighbors, they don't have animals, so they think it's easy. Just dogs barking, they complain. I've had the cops come to my door and the RCMP says, "Where's the dog? They're dogs, they'll bark." But the local constables, you know, I don't know. They just come up and look at you and go, "You gotta keep your dog from barking." And then the RCMP goes, "Well, dogs bark." So anyway, this happens when you live in the neighborhood and you got people that don't have animals and people that do. When we applied for a permit to have chickens, that was a good one. The neighbor came up to me and told me that, do you know how hard it is to keep chickens? Well, my grandfather had a farm. My wife's parents had a farm when they were kids. So, yeah, I know what it is to have or be around farm animals. But these are dogs and chickens. They're really no trouble. Matter of fact, the chickens are easier than the dogs to take care of. But these are yuppie people, right? They bicycle and they don't, their home's pristine, the lawn is pristine, which is fine. But don't come and give me trouble because mine's not, or as, you know what I mean. People, I'm telling you. You make you wonder why they go through so much trouble sometimes. I kind of say, mind your own business. That's where I'm coming from. I'm not going to call the cops on them. You know, what if they're having a party one night and they got friends out in the backyard and they're partying past 11 o'clock? Am I supposed to turn around and call the cops and say, "My neighbor's partying, I want him to stop"? Yeah, I don't do that. They would, but I don't. They're half my age, too. Half my age, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so, whoops, that one came off. Why is that coming off for? Which side of the rail am I moving here? See, if you move it this way and pinch it and straighten it, you can control how even it is. I'm going to slip that in there again. Okay, that went back on easy. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to make it here. This is going to be... Oh man, I'm 6 inches short. 6 inches short. Which is fine. I take another 2 ties off this one before. Oh, wow, that one's tight. Okay, that came off. It came off. Okay. I'm gonna make them even. Yeah, look at that. I'm getting used to it, guys. I'm getting used to it. You'll learn fast. Come on. My sister in Ontario is making a Easter supper. My mother, her son, and a girlfriend, I guess, or somebody's coming over. I'm afraid those days for me are over. I don't have kids here. They're up and doing their own thing. And it's just my wife and I. Oh yeah, okay, I got it. I got it in there the first time. Did I get it in there? No, not quite. A little more. Gotta push it in a bit more. Yeah, and get there, you know. Okay. All right. How come that's so far out? Yeah, this is wiggling around. I'm gonna have to put a straight line or something in chalk. I gotta get the cork straight because it's all over the place. Okay, that's okay. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Come along with me. Come along with me. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. I moved everything from here to there. So I can have a straight run through here. And stuff's piling up on the other table again. Takes a little time to sort things out when you're taking this much room, eh? Okay. You can probably see my track going around the corner there. Unfortunately, this one here just stops just after the bridge. And this one goes over the bridge to the other end of the track, which is about 8 feet, and then starts to work its way around. Here, I'll show it to you. There we go. Goes right around there. Oop, I'm going too far. It stops at the corner of that mountain back here. So I'm working on the main line to get it over there so I can come back through where my mansion is and work my way back to the other side. So I've decided to only focus on track and get that laid. Everything else is going to have to wait. Can't do everything at the same time, unfortunately. But nobody said modeling is supposed to be done in a day. Unless you've got the time and the access to all the products so you can have everything on hand. Whoops. Oh, that one slides nice. Okay. So here's the game here. Is this it? Nope, not quite. That's in, yeah. Okay. Wiggle, wiggle. Oh, wow, that's crazy shit. Yeah. I've forgotten how crazy this stuff is to put down. I'm going to go double check to make sure it's not slipped off. Go down here. And it has. Okay. That was an easy fix. Okay. We're even here. Oh man, no way. Really? Man, it never fails. Look. God. Am I allowed to swear on YouTube? My gosh. There we go. Oh, that was something I was going to mention. I post my videos as not child friendly. And I don't know, you're going to have to give me your opinion on that, because the only thing I see not child friendly with railroading is that you may have a habit of swearing while you're working. Other than that, I don't see a problem. But I have been listing them as not suitable for children. I guess I just gotta watch my mouth. I do slip it once in a while, I'll grant you that. I didn't think these would be able to handle snipping this stuff, but it does, which is good. I saw that on YouTube. I thought, hey, I've got 6 pairs of those. They're cheap ones, but they work great. You know, but I just bought I think there was a Amazon set of 5. They weren't expensive, so I thought, you know, I'll give them a shot. So far, I'm still on my first one. I don't mind doubling up on equipment. You never know if one fails, if you can do it. You have one that can take over type of thing. Okay, I'm going to try to put this one on here. Whoa! Let's go, let's go, let's go. Sliding all over the place. Okay. I think the trick with this one here is going to be, I got to really cut it in the right place. I may have to pick that up after to attach it. Okay, I got them on my hand. I don't believe it. Okay. I took that one off by hand. Yeah. And now that's loose again. Okay, let's go. Let's go. I ain't complaining. I'm not complaining. What did I do there? It's wiggling around down here. That's gonna drive me crazy. Okay, I'm gonna have to, here. I'm gonna have to throw some weight on it. I put a bunch of paint bottles and glue bottles on it. Gotta keep it from bouncing around. I'm gonna lie that one down. Oh, perfect, okay. So this one here moved again. Okay, now that's back. That was easy. Is easy better? I don't know. I'm gonna move this up a bit. Okay, so here comes. Okay, I need to move that inside track up a little bit. First, I'll put the clevis in place. Okay, that one's not cooperating. Oh, cooperated too much. Gotta go back. Okay, I got it centered. Good. Okay, so. No, it didn't move. No, it didn't move. Okay, this might be easier than I thought it was. So this here goes in here. Just piling up everything over there. Okay, so I'm gonna take this off here, and I'm gonna put it on by hand on this, and then we'll hook it back up onto there. Oh, I'm gonna cut those ties off. I'm gonna take two off. Man, that's something nasty. They're on good. They must pinch them or something. Okay, so something's happening here. See, it takes time to do this. It doesn't happen in 10 minutes. See, guys come in and they'll show you their laying track, and then they'll come back and half the track is laid and they're talking about it. No. Believe me, they were busy. Okay. Now I'll put this one in here. Why is that not the same? Okay. We're gonna just pull this in like that, like this. This is too long or what? I'm going to trim it down a bit. Not a whole bunch either. Okay, so this is in. This is in. This track is ready to go in. Is that pushed up tight? Yeah, they slide, eh? There, that's tight. Okay, here's the deal. Every time it flips, every time it moves, we're going to call it the inside girder the inside girder. This is the one that moves freely back and forth, and the other one is tacked in there somehow with no space to be able to shift. So every time you move this over here, this whole girder shifts backwards, leaving spaces where you've already been. So when you tug on it, you got to watch it, because all you're doing is pulling the one side loose, and then you got space in between there. So what I'm going to do is put this back in here. Of course, I got to do it accordingly. Yeah. Okay. That's locked in. Ooh, that's good now. Okay, so we're going to throw this back in here. Now this is easy to adjust. I'm going to show you how I'll show you what I mean. Now all the track is in or down. All of it's down. So I got a little bit of space here. Right there, you see that? You can't see that, but there's about an eighth of an inch there. So I'm going to go back there and take the Kato track and just move it forward just a bit. And that should close that gap up right there. I'm coming. I'm just trying to take the wiggle out of the track here. There we go. Just trying to take the wiggle out of the track. I have weight on it, so I gotta shift the weight around a bit. Okay. Move it, weight forward, close the cork up, put the weight back. Okay, so what am I doing here now? Well, that's kind of neat. There you go. Is it? Yeah, look at that. Oh, what's that here? Oh, I got to push a little bit more. It's going to take a little bit of doing here. I think I figured out how to do it easy. Oh yeah, there you go. I figured out an easy way to do it. That's good. Okay, this came right off here, so I'm going to take this off here. Hang in there, folks. I'll be right back. Just got to do some road maintenance here. Okay, that's good. Oh yeah, that's what's happening here. Got to close up that track again here. It's opening up. Man, just like a serpent. You move one thing and everything else changes. I'll show you what I'm doing here. So what I've done while I've been working on the track, this one here has been moving that way and back, opening the gap. So now I'm going to come back and move everything back that way, and we should be right where we want to be. Perfect. Yeah, look at that. Perfect. This I can pin. I have pins for this. I can pin that in place. No problem. Now, remember I was saying I wasn't using foam everywhere? That's going to be a problem where the wood is. Okay, so that's in. That's good, that's good. Okay. It truly does take a bit of time to do this. You know, you can't rush it because you might miss something. And the last thing you want is your locomotive running down the track and jumping off everywhere because of the simple fact you haven't pulled it all tight, or I don't know how many times I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to have to start pinning this. Measuring and pinning up to here anyway, because I'm playing tag with this outside rail, the inside rail, like that. Again, like that. Why isn't that one moving? Okay, it's perfect. There we go. There, we got it there. Okay, what's going on here? Rail. Yeah, I'll have to start pinning it in place. Anyway, guys, there you go. Today I'll be able to take it from here all the way to the other side. Join it up over here, and I'll have a straight run ready to go. So I am sitting here kind of fighting with it. I don't think you need to be here to be watching me do this. I just thought I'd share a little bit of this with you, just so you can see the process. So next time you see me, that is loose. Next time you see me, it should be done. And everything should be good. Yeah, you see I'm playing tag with the rail here. So I'll have to bring this in here. I probably have to adjust it on the other side. Okay, readjustment, there we go. Wow, oh, there's that light again. Okay, sorry about the lighting, guys. There we go, a little off center. Sorry about the lighting, but where are we? There we are. It's joined here, it's joined down there. All I got to do now is line it up, get the cork down. I'm going to pin the track down there and get some measurements off it to make sure it's as straight as I can make it. I also got a 48-inch level. I'm going to put it beside it and see what I can do with that. This is exciting. I'll be able to run my train from all the way over there, all the way down here now, which is what I was trying to get done. I'll be happy now that I can do that. It's been a couple of months since this layout has been taken apart in order to connect all the layouts together, and I haven't ran anything down here obviously since, and I made that 11-inch radius loop there so I can just run it, but I was only running back and forth between this table and the far wall. But now I got all that 8 feet there. I got off, I don't know, this is gonna be another 27 feet I can run on, and 27, 28, 29. I could probably run in almost 40 feet. Now I won't be, after this is installed, I won't be able to run back on this line. It's not going to be connected. That means more track. But this is good for today. This is good. This is fantastic for today. At least I'm here. So listen, this is Dan. With Dano's Trains, saying thanks for watching. I hope I've shared some of the frustration of trying to lay down this track, and you're getting everything as I do it, because I don't edit my material, because I can't. Okay, take care. Have a good day.